let's get started. First of all, no hate to Steelwool Studios at all. I mean, this is not a hate-filled video, but I just had so much fun playing the game, and I'm very thankful for everything they've done for us in this community, for a comprehensive review on this game, and I want to give that to you. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into the first category, which is marketing. The first piece of marketing were a major problem. We saw a bunch of leaks come out from Funko, some figures, a calendar that was leaked, and all of the new models for the new animatronics were leaked before they could be officially announced and shown by the game studio or by Scott Coffin. This left a lot of fans confused at what was really happening. Graphics and animations. So the graphics and animations of this game, you can tell how much they improved upon the graphics and the animations compared to early trailers for the game. I also loved every single one of the cutscenes in this game. I think they were really well done, although I think it would have been cool to see every single one of the endings animated, and just so cool. I also love the stage performance, like the big animated versions of the characters performing on the stage once we put the disc inside the DJ areas. Next up is level design. Security Breach is a huge game in more ways than one, but a big game doesn't always mean a better game. I think the game's levels and areas were so big that sometimes it was hard to understand where you were supposed to go next. One thing I loved about the levels is that they looked beautiful. The graphics and designs of the areas are one of the strongest parts of Security Breach. One thing I will say is that there are way too many staff bots. It kind of numbed me to all of the other jump scares in the game. Like Chica jump scaring me wasn't that big of a deal because I was already jump scared 10 times by the staff for me. Next up is mechanics. In Security Breach, you can run, jump, crouch, or even hide inside Freddy to escape the other animatronics out to get to you. How fast Freddy's battery dies is kind of really annoying, but for some reason it wasn't a problem. His quickly dying battery kind of motivates the player not to use him much at all. Actually, you can do and accomplish most things in this game without using Freddy. The only time you really need to use Freddy is when the game kind of forces you to use him in order to move the story along. I loved the Phaz Cam and the Phaser Blaster. It really is difficulty. This is not a difficult game once you get the hang of it. But the moments, I don't think I've ever been more confused playing a video game than I was trying to get a proper path through the mazer size area. The controls were just so vague and I had no idea what I was doing. And you can see that with other Let's Players that are a lot better at video games than I am. Luckily, I was playing live and I had a chat with me to tell me exactly what to do to get through the level, but if they weren't there, I probably would have just given up, honestly. I think the difficulty is another place where you can feel the lack of direction in the game the most. The game isn't the story. The game starts with Freddy's perspective, glitching out during a performance and then waking up for some reason with Gregory inside his stomach hatch. What made FNAF so popular was, yes, the Let's Players' reactions to the jump scares, but also most importantly, the lore. The reason FNAF lore is so interesting yet hard to follow is because in all of the FNAF games, the why and the how of things is always left out. We only really see ending results of situations that happened and not why or how they happened. Infinite questions lead to infinite possibilities, thus is the FNAF wormhole. And Security Breach seems to follow the same philosophy as expectations versus reality. As good as the trailers for Security Breach were, I think they were almost too good. People's expectations were through the roof for this game because it was such a long time coming and Steelwool was teeing it up to be one of the biggest FNAF games ever. In my opinion, it delivered. I made sure to manage my expectations for this game because I always kept in the back of my mind that Steelwool is a small studio and expecting a functioning version of Cyberpunk 2077 in the FNAF universe was just not realistic. Besides all of the major bugs that Steelwool hopefully and probably will fix, I really had fun playing this game. Even after getting all the endings, I find myself wanting to jump back into the game every single day. It is unfortunate that most of the playthroughs for this game will always have those bugs in it, but it's kind of poetic. This next phase of FNAF already has one glitch, why not add a few more? I'm excited to see where FNAF goes in the future, and congratulations to Steelwool Studios for making a fun, adventurous, and admiringly ambitious FNAF game.